The thing I will try to do tonight will be to raise people's awareness of the extraordinarily adverse impacts that current climate policies will have, and of the prospect that Canadians will react against that. When we talk about climate policies, we do so in an atmosphere of fear. People are afraid to candidly say that they're not sure of the benefits to be derived from climate policies, because to do so is to risk being branded a denier, as though in some way, you know, you're akin to a Nazi Holocaust denier. That affects not only public dialogue, but it affects politicians. And if someone like me tries to raise with political leaders in Ottawa some of the important economic, financial, engineering, or scientific issues, the answer we inevitably get is that battle's lost. You know, that politicians are not really willing at this point in time to step back from the atmosphere of fear and look at things from an evidence-based perspective. And that's a real failure in terms of the operation of our democracy as it relates to climate policy. I think that we're being asked to accept the premise that government can collectively set standards for what energy is produced, what's purchased, and at what price, that is different from the choices that individuals would make. And it's all being justified because of a belief that somehow Canadians are going to make a significant difference, which, as I say, is highly questionable. The really difficult question in all of that is how we get from where we are now to the point at which there's a possibility of change. There is, in my opinion, no likelihood that the current Trudeau government will change its climate policy. So as long as they're in office, there is no likelihood of change. The Conservative Party is the only credible alternative, and they too have embraced the concept of a net zero reduction. I don't think that they will change that position before they are elected, before they gain a majority. And they, because they don't want to be accused of being anti-environment or pro-Trump or whatever other adjectives you want to use. After that, though, there will be an opportunity for members of the public to make their voices heard. And it's important that they get involved and communicating to their members of parliament and to people that are in a position of influence to say that we value the quality of life and the standard of living that we have in Canada, and we don't want to see that threatened by inordinately expensive climate policies that will have no marginal effect upon global emissions. And that's a really important message to give.